Hey guys, Amanda here. Today I'm going to talk to you about theories of health communication, specifically the extended parallel process model. Throughout the presentation on each slide, you will see a soundbar where you'll be able to press play to hear me speak throughout the whole presentation. Hope you enjoy. Thanks. Hey guys, and parallel process model is a social scientific theory of health messaging grounded in the post-positivist paradigm. The extended parallel process model concentrates on how people manage the fear associated with fear appeal messages. By understanding how individuals recognize the threat of a fear appeal and make sense of their efficacy in responding to it, we can predict whether or not they will accept the intention behind the appeal. In the next slide, I will have a video that will basically explain what a fear appeal is. And according to our textbook, a fear appeal is a persuasive or are persuasive messages designed to scare people by describing the terrible things that will occur if they fail to do what the message recommends.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
It's yours?
No,
Your mother said she found it in your closet.
I don't know. One of the guys must have.
Must have what?
Look, Dad, it's not
Where
mine.
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Witt and her colleagues suggested that the EPPM is most effective when A, audience members do not already have high levels of pre-existing fear, and when B, messages alone can help increase perceived efficacy to help people overcome a perceived threat. Threat and fear are two related but distinct constructs. Fear is an internal emotional reaction to a threat that is perceived to be significant and personally relevant. Our textbook explains that the experience of fear is characterized by physiological arousal, for instance, increased heart rate, and subjective assessment, I'm scared. A threat is a danger or harm that exists in the environment, whether someone is aware of it or not. Fear appeal messages often fail when individuals perceive little or zero threat, or when high levels of threat like fatal disease like lung cancer from smoking cigarettes are combined with the belief that the threat is unavoidable. Our text says the EPPM considers not only those fear appeals that succeed in prompting protective behaviors, but also those appeals that fail. Failure of an appeal leads either to message rejection or to a boomerang effect. Boomerang effect is when people continue that very behavior the appeal is targeting you not to do. So as you can see in this on this slide, the picture, there's a picture of a sign that says no smoking while pregnant, and then obviously to the right there's a picture of a lady who's clearly pregnant drinking wine and smoking a cigarette. So this here is an example of a boomerang effect. On this slide, these are the key concepts in the extended parallel process model. The first one is perceived severity, which is an individual's belief about the seriousness of the threat. So for instance, elevated cholesterol leads to heart disease. The next one is perceived susceptibility. This here is an individual's beliefs about his or her chances of experiencing that threat. For instance, I'm at risk for heart disease because I eat a lot of fast food. The next one is perceived efficacy, a person's beliefs about how feasible the recommended behavior is and how effectively it can reduce the threat. The next one is response efficacy, a person's belief about whether an action will effectively prevent the threat. For example, I believe that exercise and diet can reduce my cholesterol levels. The next one is self-efficacy. The person's belief that he or she can perform the behavior. An example of that would be, I think I can eat out less and reduce my fat intake, but I doubt I can commit to exercising every day. The next one is danger control process. Changes in beliefs, attitudes, intentions, and/or behaviors that are prompted by a message's recommendations. And then the last one is fear control processes. Coping responses that seek to diminish the fear itself rather than deal with the threat. On this After listening to my presentation about the extended parallel process model and a better understanding of what a fear appeal is, I wanted to end the presentation by showing you another video of a fear appeal.
No, I don't know though. I'm scared. I mean, you're so...
Do you know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
Thank you all for listening to my presentation. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care.